Hello? Hello. I am here in Navasota testing out some live streaming, and I thought I'd bring you guys along. Just delayed. Let's see. I can zoom in. That's kind of crappy. There's a train waiting down there. Can't tell if you can see it. I think this is kind of bad, but there it is. Unfortunately, on the other side of the tracks, 3 red signals. So he is going to be sitting there for a minute. So I'm going to go from here, waiting on this guy, down into downtown to see if we can catch up to figure out if someone's coming from the other direction down there, and maybe catch a train heading south instead. While we're here, you guys will also get a behind-the-scenes tour of a bit of Navasota, and I'm sure some of you people might have been interested. This is the yard from Navasota. There's 4 tracks here. This track in the middle is actually BNSF that is surrounded by 2 Union Pacific tracks. Dog in the middle of the road. Hi. Busy old Navasota. Actual downtown, getting a check out of the little city here. Nice little small town Texas we've got. But there on the right hand side is 4141 Coffee House. Bet you can guess where they got their name from, given the little train that they have sitting in front too. Oh, guess what, guys? We did it. that action. Honestly, I'm excited. I hope you guys were. Well, we can hopefully see if that other train that was sitting down there has decided to come our way. Check out the signal. Time to let you guys in on a little Navasota secret. Try and see if this guy is coming down our way. It's a little rainy today, the last couple of days, but if we sneak up here, through the swamp, try and get a glimpse of going through the massive moat. How do we got? Oh, looks like he's not ready yet. Still got a red signal there. And you just barely see his lights right on the horizon there. You can tell you got a couple signals on this side. Let's see here. That is the BNSF signal for the crossover. You can still hear that other train off in the distance. Well, we'll hang out here for a minute and see if we can catch this guy coming through again. Well, he's still got a red signal. We'll swing back around to a better location for this guy. Ooh, much better. Well, this is giving you guys the insider look at my typical rail fanning excursions. Drive into town, cross your fingers, and hope for some trains. Recognize this is Railroad Street or Railroad Avenue, depending on who you ask. But this is where I film nearly all of the trains that come through town. These are the UP tracks here on the left. Very far over are the BNSF tracks down that way. Pull up here, hang out for a little bit. Oh. Guess what, guys? Train might not be coming this way, but wish I could figure out how to. There we go. That is a yellow signal, which means there's a chance we got another train coming through soon on these tracks again. And grab some of the rest of my equipment real quick and get set up for you guys. Let's see, you're looking down the tracks there. You can still see that other guy. He's on the Eureka sub, heading down that way. He comes up through Hempstead from Houston. The train that just came through, oh, look at that, guys. We went from solid yellow to flashing yellow. That's very promising. The flashing yellow means that, well, we got red over yellow, and so the red on top is for the high-speed tracks, which are going to be the straight line down the Eureka sub. The yellow, flashing yellow on the bottom there, that is for the Navasota sub, the left-hand switch tracks. It's on the bottom. Those are the slow tracks because the train has to go through the turnout. Technically going, the Navasota sub is the main line through here, but he has to take a switch to stay on the Navasota line. So he gets the slow signal. But the flashing yellow means that the train coming through still has to stop at the next signal, waiting for the train that we just caught earlier. So here we've got the red over yellow, which means sometime soon, I hope, we will be seeing somebody come through. Alright guys, I'm sitting here getting set up. I should move my car. I got my tripod here. Unfortunately, I need to get the camera attachment for my camera so I can get it set up on here. We're gonna get some trains hopefully coming through. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Alright guys, here I have, zoomed in. There we go. A little bit better. Here I've got my Canon Vixia HF R800. I've used this a couple times. You'll mostly see this with the zoom shots that I have on some of my videos. It's not a 4K camera, but it was nice and cheap. Records 1080p. I think it can go up to 60 FPS, but the reason I like it is getting those nice long zoom shots for you guys. I hope you do appreciate it. Let's get this set up on the tripod real quick. we got a green signal. All right, guys, we've gone from solid yellow to flashing yellow to now solid green. Solid green, as many of you may know, is full speed ahead. In this case, it's slow speed, but full slow speed ahead. But it does bear hope for a train coming through, hopefully soon. Now I've got my camera set up here for you guys. Point it right at that signal. We'll be able to get a good shot when the train comes through. Oh. Here it comes. Alright guys, this is the second train I've caught coming through town on this live stream. I really do hope you guys appreciate this. Well, 2 trains on one live stream. That was a very interesting train. I did get the engineer to wave to us. I hope you all caught that. Came through. He was very happy to see us sitting here. That was a 2 mid-engine DPU setup. So you've got 2 in the head and 2 mid DPU. I have not seen a mid-train DPU come through in quite some time. It's usually been in the front or the end. But seeing a double mid-train DPU live for you guys. Traffic back to normal. Everything nice and quiet. Hopefully the camera caught that. Still recording? Yeah, still recording. I can't tell you guys, but I think the tracks just switched. That's a good sign for the guy heading down this way from the Eureka sub. Hey, Francisco Sosa. The two engines in the middle of the train are, it's called a DPU, which is short for Distributed Power Unit. Those are engines that are run remotely by the engineer in the head of the cab. It uses a radio signal, and they're basically just radio controlled engines that are set up. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that. That is the one signal, one horn salute for the other guy getting started down this way. We're going to have 3 trains. Getting back to the mid-train DPU. The purpose of a DPU is to allow slack to be distributed throughout the length of the train, such that what normally is tension throughout the entire course or length of the train through couplers means that by having mid or end train DPUs, that slack can be adjusted by the engineer so that all of the couplers don't have to bear full brunt of the entire weight of the train. And so you have the engines in the front, you have the entire train has to be pulled down the length of the train through those couplers. But now there he is. Now with the DPUs, that slack can be controlled by the engineer so that the train can have better power distribution, and I guess, yeah. Anyway, you guys hear this. This is train number 3 on the single live stream. Train number 3, guys. The 3rd train coming through. I honestly don't know how long I've been streaming for, but it has been a busy day here in downtown Navasota. We've had 2 trains come through on the Navasota sub. This guy heading directly towards us, he is heading north on the Eureka sub, which connects to these lines on the Navasota sub. And by the way, guys, I'm sorry if I don't respond back to your comments immediately. I'm not able to see an immediate live feed of the YouTube comments as they're coming through, but I will respond as soon as I can when I'm able to switch over to viewing the comments. Must be a very happy engineer. He's given us quite a show already on that horn. Alright guys, it has been a very busy afternoon here in Navasota, Texas. That is train number 3, just leaving town. I'm excited myself to be able to get this many trains coming through. Unfortunately, I'm losing battery on my cell phone, which means I'm about to have to say goodbye to you guys. But before I do, I'm going to give you a quick little tour of some of these really cool looking buildings as they're starting to revitalize downtown. Just as a goodbye to you guys. As I said, this is Railroad Street in downtown Navasota. It's a very old historic town. These buildings are original. They've been around for quite some time. It's our local newspaper, the Navasota Examiner. We have some nice buildings here. This is a new hotel that's going up. I'm very excited about this, being able to see progress on this. I'm sure you've seen it in some of the backdrops of some of my videos, but you can tell the progress that they've been making on it. It's very beautiful looking at this. It's going to make downtown look amazing. We have our barber shop that's been open for a couple months now. The old Nodo's storefront. And guess what? They finally got some glass in on this guy. They've been working on this building for a little while, but as you can see, they still got some ways to go. Here's all the construction they've been doing. The quarantine or the stay at home has definitely helped with this. They're repairing and redoing all of the drainage on the street. Really helping out. Anyway guys, I'm going to sign off. I hope you've enjoyed the show from here live in downtown Navasota, Texas. If you've enjoyed the stream, please let me know in the comments if I should go ahead and do something like this again. It's definitely not going to be in every stream. We'll see train come. Some of my next excursions. Certainly let me know, and I will get better in the future with this stream. This is my very first live stream, so if you do also have feedback, please let me know. Anything that you guys might want to see, anything especially while we're sitting around waiting on the trains. See another shot of the city here as I'm leaving down there far. Let's see here. There, right there. Those guys are the BNSF tracks, and these are the UP tracks. Which is why I'm able to get both BNSF and Union Pacific trains. Okay, yes, I did just look at my chat, so I will show a little bit more. The BNSF tracks, I'll give you, the tracks right here are the Union Pacific tracks. There are a lot of, as you can tell, there are 3 Union Pacific trains, but the tracks down there at the far end of town, those are the BNSF tracks. The BNSF tracks actually cross at a diamond the Union Pacific tracks. at the Navasota junction down here. So coming through town, we have the Union Pacific Eureka sub, which ends at that junction, which the train you just saw come through was on. We have the Union Pacific Navasota sub, which the first two trains we saw coming through were on. That is the left-hand switch that comes through. See if I can get a better angle down here for you guys. So straight ahead is the Eureka sub. That is where the last Union Pacific train came through. Just to the left of that, in the middle, is the BNSF tracks. And then to the far left of that are Union Pacific tracks again. And down there, not sure if you can make it out on the stream, but let's see here. Right there, there's a crossover. And the Union Pacific tracks, or excuse me, the BNSF tracks cross the Eureka sub just after this junction right here. There is a signal for the BNSF line that controls just that crossover. That signal right there, right in the middle of your screen, that is the BNSF signal that controls just that junction. There are no switches for the BNSF line. There are no sidings or anything. All other tracks down here are Union Pacific. All sidings are Union Pacific, and there just happens to be a BNSF line that runs directly in the middle. The BNSF line is called the Conroe sub for BNSF. I believe, I know it runs through Conroe and comes through here. Off the top of my head, I cannot recall where it goes when it heads west. So it's actually, what we have is all of these tracks facing the direction now ahead of me, they head into Houston. And that is south of Navasota, southeast-ish. And so as they come up from Houston, they head north. The Union Pacific lines converge. The Eureka sub and the Navasota sub converge onto the Navasota sub. They head along this line and they go north up through Bryan College Station. From there into Hearn, where there's another, Bryan, there's a junction. I can't remember what direction those tracks go, but they also go up into Hearn. But the Navasota sub ends in Hearn, I believe. But the BNSF line comes up from Houston, curves around, heads off west. I believe from here it goes to Allen Farm, Texas, but I'll have to look that up. I will post additional comment with some more details about that below. Anyway, guys, that is about all the more battery I have left on my phone. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and as I said before, please leave comments. Let me know what you guys thought of this stream. Let me have any feedback, good or bad. If I did things really well, go ahead and thumbs up, let me know. If there's things I can improve on, please also let me know. I'd like to perhaps try this in the future a few more times, but I will appreciate feedback so I can continue improving. This is, again, my first live stream, so I'm sure it's been rough. Anyway, guys, this has been Josh from Josh Rides the Rails, signing off from downtown Navasota, Texas.